Hey, this is Gerald Rogers, founder of the Prosperity Tribe.
And Tiffany Peterson, founder of the Lighthouse Principles.
So if you are watching this video right now, I have one assumption, and that is you are someone that is serious about making this next year the best year yet. And for being that type of person, I sincerely want to acknowledge you. And I feel like you and I and Tiffany, we're all kindred spirits. You know, the type of people that we're passionate about growth and making a meaningful contribution in the world. And really, that's what this event that is coming up in the beginning of January is all about, is how to take your life to the next level. Not just talk about making this the best year yet, but what are the practical strategies, what are the core things that you can do to really make a meaningful difference in your life once and for all. And as we kind of share with you what to expect as you prepare for this event, I just kind of want to help you understand, I guess, a core foundational belief that we have. You know, this event that's coming up in January is not about information. You don't need new information in your life, although there's going to be some very powerful insights that we give you, some things that you haven't thought about, some things that we've discovered. At the core, information is cheap. You want information, you go to the library. It's not about information, and it's not about motivation either. Motivation is just this temporary flame that just bursts and then it flames down. You guys, you know what I'm talking about? But this really at the core is about transformation. And because you're watching this video, I assume that you're really interested in transformation in your life. Creating this meaningful difference, having those little shifts that help you create way more results in terms of money, more satisfaction in your life, deeper relationships, better health, and all those things.
Yeah, and we're just thrilled that you're here. Like we said, is that we know that the kind of person that's watching this video and has watched the other several training videos that we've been sending out to you is you're the kind of person that's committed to your growth and committed to having different results. And like he's saying, is our 2-day event is going to be highly engaged, highly interactive to help you create that. And I just want to take a moment though, and let's start that process right now. So before you show up to that workshop, I want you to think about possibility and what's possible for you and for your life as this next year, and as you have this new beginning and there's all this energy around 2012 and that excitement, and to just tap into for yourself some of those pieces related to, you know, this next year. Like, what would it feel like if you added, say, even $2,000 or $3,000 more a month to your income, right? Let alone 5 or 10 or 15,000, but even by $2,000 or $3,000 a month, your income, what that would feel like, your health and your fitness. We have a superstar trainer that's going to join us as well, that's a pro, literal pro, at helping you with your health and fitness and energy. Because like we talked about in the different videos, the training model is those 4 key things around best. One of them is critical, is your energy, obviously, and how you're taking care of yourself. But think through that. What would that feel like if you were in the best shape of your life, had that energy? And again, one of the things that I love about Gerald and I collaborating on this is that we're highly focused on bite-sized pieces, simplistic strategies. That way you can follow through. Because the minute you feel overwhelmed and it's this big, like, oh my goodness, your odds of following through significantly decrease. But I want you to also think about is this piece around, think about a year from now. Imagine that we're meeting, having this conversation, maybe we're having a hot cocoa, or you know, we're all hanging out or something like that, and it's a year from now. And let's think about what's happened in this year. The people that you've met, the things you've produced, the follow-through you've experienced, maybe places you've traveled to, your business, where is that? Where's your level of influence? Maybe there's a TV program that you're now on, or a radio show, or whatever that looks like for you, where you're that reoccurring guest. I know that was one for me that's transformed for me this year in that same space. And so just thinking about that. And I also want you to think about one particular thing in specifics. And that is, I want you to think about how, imagine now that you've created some of this change, your income is increased, your influence is expanded, you're happier, you're following through, you're hanging out with cool folks that just help nourish and support you. I want you to think about how you can now, you're empowered more to give back. When I think of the holidays and how much I love them, most people that know me well that I'm a holiday nut, right? But thinking about the holidays can also be incredibly stressful if you're tight on time. Maybe you're working for someone else, or your business is in such a place that you don't have free time to create or experience the holidays with your family and loved ones, but also money. I think of nothing more fun than buying fun gifts and wrapping them and being able to give the kind of gifts I want to give. Now that means all the year round, right? It's not just at Christmas or the holiday season, but specifically at the holiday season, I find something that nothing seems to be more of a downer than when you're in a position that you think, I want a gift, and I want to, whether it's a Sub for Santa family or gift my wife that gorgeous, earrings and necklace or watch. Honey, if you're watching, that's for you. Hint, hint. You know what I'm saying? But being in that place, in that position where it doesn't even have to be about huge levels, but being in a comfortable position financially. Life isn't all about money, I'll tell you that. So I'm not saying that's what it's about, but I sure tell you what, money is important, and it's more about our self-mastery that transpires, that shows up in the money, of how we're in a better place to feel comfortable and peaceful, that we can do the things we want to do with our time, and we can support the people and the causes that we care the most about. And to me, when I think about financial goals, that is at the core of having those values. So I just want you to take a moment, because we're going to get into some clear vision and goal processes at this 2-day event. And it is an event. It's not just a seminar where you're just going to listen or be, so forth. You're going to be engaged in a powerful experience. But I want you to already start thinking about, imagine your life a year from now and the kind of conversation we're having about what's possible and what you've achieved, how you're able to give back, how you feel physically, what your bank account's like, your network of friends, and all of that possibility.
That's such a core thing, just to get that vision in your mind and to see what's possible. And I know both of you and I have experienced, we've experienced like that growth and that expansion in life, right? That feeling of just living on purpose and just having that financial abundance and having the opportunity to have greater health and energy and all of these things. And I want you to be able to see what's possible for you a year from now. And I totally understand that where you're at right now may not be that ideal situation. In fact, what I think drives Tiffany and I at a core level is just we see so many people struggling. We see so many people frustrated and not being able to even, here it is near Christmas time, they don't know how they're going to, take care of their kids during Christmas. And let's face it, the economy's going through some massive challenges for a lot of people, and it's real pain that they're experiencing. Is just not sure how they're going to make it to the next month.
Well, can I say one quick thing? Is that, like what he's just saying, and it's not, the economy impacts me, it impacts you, it impacts all of us, but it's having the tools and the skills to know how to up-level yourself and your game, so no matter what challenge comes at you, you feel like you have some tools and empowerment within yourself, and that you trust yourself to be your number one asset, to be able to navigate those times. I think that's important.
It's so critical, because it's those little shifts where it's your economy doesn't need to be dependent on the economy, and that's a really important thing to understand. But the truth is, a lot of people don't know how to navigate these waters. They don't know how to make it through the muck, and so a lot of people are really stressed and really frustrated. I don't know if that's you or not, but we deal with those people on an ongoing basis. Like, it's just, times have changed in a big way, right? And that requires new tools and new strategies. And the other thing is, I see so many people are so stressed in their life, just feeling overwhelmed and bogged down, feeling like they're way too busy. And here's an important key to understand. Most people are too busy to be successful. They're too busy. Their life is so congested that they don't have time to focus on what's most important. And they don't even have time to see what is their focus. They just, we just get so congested in our lives. And so whether you're experiencing that, or you're just experiencing some frustration in your relationship, or maybe you look at your body and it's not what you want it to be, or just whatever. I mean, the fact is, there's areas in all of our lives where a shift needs to happen, and it needs to happen now. And in order for you to have this best year yet that we've been talking about, it's going to require that you have new information and a motivation, but most importantly, a transformation to help you see the world differently and to see yourself differently, so that new things come through you in this upcoming year.
Exactly. And I think one of the things he's talking about also is that being too busy to be successful, like I kind of smile, but it's so true, is that there's so much that's on your plate, and especially our fellow entrepreneurs, just your business alone has so many moving parts that are critical priorities, right? So one of the key things in that model is also looking at your systems. Are your systems set up to support you? Now that's in your relationships, right? And your support team, which we'll also cover, and helping you in that space you'll have, and how to move forward to connect and stay fresh with that. But having those systems in place, because the aspect of having so much to go on, and Gerald and I, before we started filming, we were talking about this, and it's like there's so much going on, especially with the increase of the online world. There's so much distraction on top of, and if we're not crystal clear on our most important priorities or goals, and we lack the systems and so forth, which we're going to help you put together at this 2-day event, is that it's important that we realize, we go, okay, I've got to schedule that time. We all know the power of having plans, having goals, right? We all know that. That doesn't need to be the sales point or the, hey, we need to convince you of that. What we're inviting you is to join in on this incredible event, the amazing people that it's attracting, the fun that we have as a party. I said to him, we're like a personal development party, right? Isn't that kind of a fun way to look at it? But to think you're going to create this space. Success is scheduled. So schedule those 2 days, January 5th and 6th, where you're going to join us. And in that space, though, because it's blocked into your schedule, you already know the power of needing to apply and implement these things. You got that. It's just creating the space outside of all the busyness and the distraction like he's talking about, so you can actually get into it and create it.
And that's probably one of the biggest gifts that we can offer you, is just creating a space and leading you through very specific processes so that you can understand and shift the core psychology that's required to create change in your life. So you can really understand the meaningful principles of how to have more energy, more enthusiasm, more passion, but not only just to understand the principles, but to actually schedule them and to get clear in terms of what are your blocks that you've been experiencing in the past, what's going to be required to change. And during this process that we'll be taking you through, we'll be very deliberate in leading you to gain clarity that you want, but then to schedule that so that you walk away with some core strategies that you can implement immediately. Because we have no interest in having you come there for 2 days and just pound your heads full of information and have you go back Monday morning feeling more overwhelmed than when you came. Our goal is to, if anything, to simplify your life and to help you focus on the things that will be the needle movers, the thing that take you from 20 miles per hour up to 60 miles an hour with less work and less energy, so you get do way more results in way less time. And if you were to really look at where your life is right now, you could see that's possible, right? If you were to just eliminate some things and focus on other things and really focus on the 20% activities that give the 80% results that you want, that's what we're going to be focusing on, is giving you that time, leading you through processes so you can gain that clarity, gain that focus, and then build those systems into your life and to create the team around you to support you in actually creating the results that you want to get.
Absolutely. So I hope that you're planning to join us. And if you haven't registered now or already, go ahead. There's a link there. Go ahead and do that. Incredible deal to participate and to join us. It's only $97 for both 2 days. And that will also include some incredible bonuses that we're going to be throwing in with that.
And I hope you realize that this is really a gift. Like, that's basically just to cover the cost of putting on the event and stuff. And this is something that Tiffany and I have both invested over $1,000 to go to a similar 2-day workshops and events. And just think about the impact that it can have long-term financially. Really, $97 is just a way of saying, yeah, I'm committed, so that you can gain the information. And another thing that I want to mention is, for those of you that are not able to travel to this event, we're going to make this available online so you can participate virtually, but it's going to require you create the space in your life so you can still participate and engage fully in the processes and interact and really make it so that these 2 days are the way that you set yourself up for success over the next year.
Right, so my final 2 cents, and then I have no idea if he wants to share something else too, but my final 2 cents is this truly is a space to help you to create breakthroughs. And so as he's saying, it's not just more information. So if you know that you're ready for a breakthrough, and that's not just me being cute and great sales language, but I'm being candid with you, is that piece is that this, if you've decided, which is the only piece that's required today and to attend, is have you decided that you're ready for more in your life? Have you decided that this is going to be your best year? Because I play with folks that are ready to transform and go through breakthroughs. Now that also may mean that you're going to have to be willing to be outside your comfort zone a little bit. And that's part of it. But everything you want, think about this. Robert Allen said that best, where he said, everything you want is just outside your comfort zone. And so my hope is that you are ready and that you've made a decision, right? You've got both feet in that boat to say, yep, I'm ready to create my best year yet, and I'm ready to be a little uncomfortable, to break through those limiting beliefs, let go of past nattering conversation of your past experiences, of why you haven't stuck with an exercise program or why you haven't followed through or whatever that case may be, is that you're ready to have some breakthroughs in those areas so you legitimately can create that experience. It's my belief, core belief, that you're worthy and deserving of a great life and that you have a divine voice and calling to live, and it's helping you create the space where you can hear it, you can work through it, and you have the support so you get the clarity and the pieces and the tools so you can move forward too. And again, like he's saying, is the same things that I've invested into thousands and thousands of dollars into my personal development, into my brain and growth, is that we're sharing at this two-day event.
And that investment is really important to understand, is there's nothing that's more valuable to invest in. Nothing will give you a higher return on investment than the little 6 inches between your ears. And that's my guarantee, is like when you come and really play full out, you're going to learn the principles that are going to really make the difference. And we're not promising that your life's going to change overnight.
No.
We're not promising that you're going to win the lottery.
And if anyone tells you that, they're lying.
We're not going to promise that you're going to get rich quick or anything like that. But when you do apply these things, I guarantee that your life will change in dramatic ways. Why do I know that? Just because that's what I've experienced, and that's what I've seen so many of our clients experience over the past. And just because I know that for those of you especially that are new to training with Tiffany and I, and you're kind of like, well, what's this really going to be like? Number one, it's going to be a party. It's going to be a ton of fun, ton of content, but a lot of in-depth transformational processes to help you integrate these things in your life. And here's what I just wanted to just take all the risk, even if $97, I understand for some of you that might be a lot of money. Right. So I want to just take that risk off the table and say, if you do not feel like it was 100% worth every moment that you spent being there, you can come to the entire 2-day event. The entire event, participate fully, have all the bonuses that we offer, and if for any reason you feel like it doesn't meet the expectations that we've created for it, then just ask and we'll give you 100% money back, guaranteed, no questions asked. Because we're that confident that, you come, you will see a new side of you that you've never seen before.
Yeah, I'm so excited to play with him. It's so fun to collaborate because it's his great energy and his knowledge and mine and putting it together. I hope you're going to join us, whether live or via live stream or online, whichever way you're going to play with us, but put it in your schedule. Like he said, I agree, this isn't going to be that in 2 days you're going to have entirely everything's different, but you are going to be clear, you're going to be set. It's like you're going to launch, so you're ready to launch into the year, and that you've got the tools and the systems and the support to help you create that best year.
All right, so go ahead and get registered right now, and we will see you at the event. And if you're participating virtually, we'll imagine how we're seeing you. We'll just interact with you that way. And there's also over $400 of bonuses that you'll be getting once you register, including some CDs that we've created. You'll receive the digital copies of that. Once again, just to prepare you and to empower you to make this your best year yet. Anything else you want to add?
Nope, just excited to see you. We wish you a great holiday season, and we'll look forward to seeing you the very first of the year.
All right, get ready. This is your year. Claim it.